Yesterday was a tough Friday. Today's Saturday. It's been somewhat better. Started off with Linda and I took a shower and got dressed. She got dressed. Then she and I went in her pickup and bought 4 large bales of hay. These are like 120 pounds each. 3 of them fit in the bed of the truck, and 1 had to fit on the toolbox of her pickup, and then 2 bags of goat feed inside there. We came home and had Brandon and Nicholas get the hay out and put it in the metal barn and the feed. Then I had Nick get a bag. I showed you yesterday the little the case that had C, D, G harmonicas in it. So we got that, and we drove down to the church in Springer, and Craig Stark met us inside. Love that man so much. He's so great. So's Brother Fry. But I showed him. I bought those about a year ago. I was going to mail them to Craig. Let me explain how all that took place and what happened. I bought them. I never played any of them. They were still in the pouch or the case that came with them, and I went ahead and we took them down there and showed them to Craig, got hugs from him. Good to see you, brother, you know. Linda and I hugged him and hugged Brother Fry, but anyway, he started playing the key of C harp. His C harp had a reed loose, and he can play guitar, sing, and play harmonica really well. Shades of Neil Young. He's got one of those collar things that holds a harmonica in it, so he can play the harp, not have to hold it in his hands. But anyway, saw them, and then I took Linda down to Ardmore. We went to Sirloin Stockade and had lunch. I had a steak. And then turned around and came back to, just a second. Came home, excuse me for that. Came home. It wouldn't be a video if Tucklow didn't blow his nose. Wouldn't be a vlog. But anyway, we came home and we went by Kip's Clunkers looking to see if there's anything that Brandon would like for a car, and they only had 2 vehicles, and neither one of them was shiny. But we came back home, and then I took Benjamin to help put fuel in the pickup. I paid for it, and he fueled it. Excuse me. Then I took him across the tracks to Dollar General, and while he was inside shopping, I called Jerry and talked to him. We talked for a little bit, and I had to tell Tigger and Zara Rose to pipe down several times, and the last time they were laughing. And after I hung up with Jerry, I started laughing. It's contagious. A little kid's laughter is one of the sweetest things you can ever hear. It really is. And I absolutely believe that, and it's totally enjoyable. And then we came home, and then I came out here doing a vlog. And I'm going to pass along some information to you. Well, first of all, this doesn't have to do with that. Benjamin's sick. Zara Rose and the other kids brought something home, and it's making the rounds with everybody in the family. And I hope I'm not coming down with it, but I feel like I may be. Um, it But anyway, there are some things that are getting ready to transpire, and there are things getting ready, I hope, that won't transpire. What will transpire, I think China is going to try to negotiate a peace accord between Russia and Ukraine. I don't think it'll get done. I think Vladimir Putin has made his mind up. Excuse me, I'm having to put the snap back on my miniature laptop. I had to use it yesterday. I am doing a job for a guy, and after I finish this and upload it, I'm going to be going back to work, 4-letter word. But I encourage you to find a way to get some potassium iodide, not iodine, I-O-D-I-D-E, potassium iodide. What does that do? The number one way that radiation slowly kills a person, radioactive fallout, is it basically destroys your thymus and your thalamus. And potassium iodide taken in if you've got a choice between buying 130 milligram tablets or buying 65 milligram tablets, the 130 milligram tablets, you only take 3 tablets during a week. The 65 milligram will do a little better job because it's less invasive on your thymus, and your thalamus. Those two glands are what get poisoned and basically kill you from gamma radiation. The potassium iodide helps. I bought a huge quantity of it yesterday. They're shipping it to me. It'll be here in a few days. And I'm probably going to buy some more. I have enough coming, coupled with what I already have. I have enough for everybody in my church family and all my family and friends. I want to get more than that. It is a little pricey if you get the right stuff, but it's worth it. And I'm going to tell you another way that you can help keep from getting radioactive water in your system. If I can get this thing off of the... Okay, this is a computer magnet. That's the magnet right there. It's an extremely strong magnet. Now, what's that got to do with radiation? If you've got water, you take that magnet and you put it in the bottom of the container. Let's say you go get water out of a creek. Prior to boiling it, you put that magnet in the bottom of the container, and it will start pulling the radioactive particles down to it. You dump it out. Well, first you pour the water into another container, you boil it to purify it, you rinse off the magnet. You're going to be getting radioactive particles on you, so what you need to do is get some extra thick leather gloves. Then you take and do it all over again. It's not going to completely purify the water, but ingesting the potassium iodide will help. There's no real total cure for any of that. I'm just talking about helping. Death by radiation is horrible, but let me tell you something. In Nagasaki and Hiroshima, there are survivors of both bomb attacks that lived and are still alive. Many of them are disfigured and they show bad burns, but the thing is, they did survive it. Now that was a 1 megaton warhead. The ones they've got now are much, much more powerful. Will it reach Oklahoma? I don't know. I don't worry about it. I absolutely know that our God is large and in charge. And if you die, you die. You go on. However, I don't like the idea of loved ones of mine suffering. So I've got a huge medical kit down there, a first aid kit. I have had medical training, and many members of my church have had medical training. As a matter of fact, one is a registered nurse in charge of nursing in a big hospital, and then my oldest adopted son Dale, that lives a little bit that way on our road, his wife is a registered nurse, and he's an EMT. So we've got medical folks in this area ready to roll. But I suggest if you're watching this and you don't have, you figure something out. I'm waiting to hear from my brother Chris's roommate. I want to know when he's going to be released, and then Linda and I will try to go see him. I'm really tired right now. I got to bed late and got up fairly early and took a shower. And this is going to sound so stupid what I stayed up watching. And you can find it on YouTube. I always watch YouTube. There's a guy that has a Ford Pinto with a 4-cylinder engine that's turbocharged. And I stumbled across that. And I just started watching him just absolutely blow past all these muscle cars. It was hilarious, and I'm a fan now. I got to see if I can find it again and subscribe to his channel. But the things I get fascinated by at night when I'm trying to calm down and lay down and go to sleep, usually it has something to do with music, or it has to do, okay, I was telling my best friend Jerry something on YouTube. They've got free cowboy movies, all of them, and some with ads, some without. And I said, it's on YouTube. You just put Western movie in the search bar and it just brings up a bunch of them. I'm a cowboy movie fanatic. I love them. And I've already seen all of them. My wife has already seen a bunch of them. Her favorite is McClintock, and the second favorite is Tombstone with Kurt Russell and Val Kilmer. I have an actual friend, Peter Sherayko, that was in that movie. And I love watching that. I've probably seen it, realistically, I've seen Tombstone probably about 25 times, 30 times. I've seen McClintock probably the same amount of times, and I never get tired of it. It's like the Tremors movies. They're always good for a laugh. I just love them, and she loves them. She and I'm going to finish this up, and I've got about an hour's worth of work to do on a contract I took in yesterday, and that's all I'm going to contribute to it today. I'm tired, and I want to spend time with her. And but anyway, I want to sit with Linda and watch television. I know y'all get tired of hearing that, but it's like telling her I love her. I never get tired of telling her that I'm in love with her and I love her, and I never get tired of hearing her say it to me. But anyway, that is the vlog for today. Mom, take care of yourself, you and John. The rest of you, love you with my whole heart. I want God to bless you. I want you to be kind. And I want all this and believe all that. So, be kind. Bye.